Good evening, wrestling fans. I'm the Encyclopedia of Pro Wrestling Lewis with my partner
Jay, the Whiz Kid of Pro Wrestling.
And this is Evolution of Pro Wrestling. Welcome back, fans, to another exciting episode of Evolution of Pro Wrestling. We got a great show for you today. We are excited. We are hyped. We are ready to go. A lot has happened. A lot has happened in professional wrestling that we got so much to talk about. So much to talk about that you got Money in the Bank. You have AEW. You have Monday Night Raw. You have the Tribal Chief is going under the court, which is not. He pretty much is going to be a
Tribal court.
I forgot what it was. A tribal. Damn it! What's the word I'm looking for?
Is that not what it was called? A tribal court?
Let me see. Hold on. I think it was tribal court. A trial. Yeah, witness a trial of witness the trial of the tribal chief on SmackDown. So that's going to be interesting to see.
Definitely interesting.
Jaden.
Yeah.
Money in the Bank. What was your thought?
Money in the Bank was pretty good. That was Money in the Bank was pretty good. You know, I was surprised. I was really surprised by some of the outcomes of some of the matches, but overall, Money in the Bank was really excuse me, lived up to my expectations. It was really great, and yeah. What did you think of Money in the Bank, though?
No, listen, there was a lot of surprises at Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank actually showed me anything is possible.
Absolutely.
Because I did not think at all that Damian Priest was going to win the Money in the Bank contract.
I didn't think so at all.
I'm like, wow.
Him out of all people, I wasn't expecting that whatsoever.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I wasn't expecting that. I'm like, okay, you know, LA Knight is gonna win. You know,
I just thought somebody other than him was gonna win.
I didn't think Priest.
I didn't think Priest out of all people.
But here's the question now.
I'm not even mad at the fact that they made him win. Like, congrats to him. I just it baffled me because he was the person that actually won the Money in the Bank. So, but you know, kudos to him. Now,
no.
Is,
much respect to him for winning the Money in the Bank. The Money in the Bank now, it can either break him or it can make him.
I think it'll make him.
And me personally, I wouldn't mind having him as a top heel in this business. Russell, what's going on, man? Jeremy, what's going on, fellas? I wouldn't mind having him as a top heel. Jeremy says it's time. It's Vader time. What's up, dudes? What's going on, man? But like we were mentioning, professional wrestling has been off the chart this past few weeks, this whole
crazy.
month. Like,
yeah, this month has been something interesting.
Like I said, you had John Cena return to Money in the Bank.
Yep.
Pitching for WrestleMania to be in London. That would be a big thing if that happens. What did you think of that London crowd?
London crowd they always have energy. Every time the WWE makes an appearance in London, it's always hype. It's always, it's always one of those type of events that always get you out of your seat, no matter where, no matter what kind of event it is. London always brings the hype, and the fact that the show is just as good is even better for them. So I feel like London would be a great place for them to revisit. Definitely. Well,
there is AEW that's also going into London, but you got to understand. It seems like there's some competition here. They're both trying to see who can sell out.
It looks like there is definitely competition. Without doubt, there's competition.
You see what's going on. AEW has been putting in some good numbers. They've been putting up some work in there.
Yep.
But still, you have to see WWE. WWE is
the top.
The top. They ain't no ifs and buts about it.
Definitely ain't no ifs, ands, buts, or buts about it.
So
such a tongue twister for me.
We had Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw was featured that it was possible that Damian Priest was going to cash in Money in the Bank because Dominic Mysterio fought Seth Rollins, which may I add, was a hell of a match.
It definitely was.
To me, Dominic Mysterio is becoming an awesome heel. And I'm like, wow.
He's definitely
he's getting more heat than Roman Reigns himself.
To the point where he can't.
He's getting more heat.
He can't even say anything without people booing him.
That shit is so funny.
The moment he raises the mic, everyone starts booing him, man.
Jeremy says, "I'm cool with Priest winning the Money in the Bank. The London was very entertaining as always, laughing out loud. Personally, I wouldn't mind Mania at London. 3:00 start, perfect. Absolutely,
I wouldn't mind that either. That would
absolutely.
Be
Listen,
interesting.
When Damian Priest won the match, I was like, wow, could this be his moment?
Right.
A lot of people wanted LA Knight to win, which okay, LA Knight should have won, but Dirty Dom is getting so much better. I absolutely agree. Because that's his new nickname, Dirty Dom.
That's what they call him, Dirty Dom.
Yo, stop stealing my money in Monopoly Go, yo.
Actually, you're helping me in Monopoly Go right now. We got a little cake going on.
No, we got a lot of stuff going on. So, tell us, fans, what was your favorite time of this month that just passed in professional wrestling? Give us some stuff to talk about. What was your best part of professional wrestling that you've seen so far? And what about you?
Good question. We gotta get that cake going, Jay. Definitely we do. Honestly, it's not really something that I've seen yet so far, but it's something that I want to happen. What? And it's I feel a lot of people really it's not really too much hype around it, but at the same time there is, and it's the tribal court. I want to see what's gonna happen with the tribal court. I want to see which elders from the bloodline are gonna show up. If Roman Reigns is gonna have to step down as the tribal chief, if they're gonna give Roman Reigns some kind of punishment. I just want to see what's gonna happen with the bloodline, because the bloodline has by far been one of the best storylines from WWE in a long time. So it's also great to see how it went from beginning and now it's starting to descend. So I honestly want to see that. The bloodline, okay, so honestly, I guess if you want to consider the bloodline being the most interesting thing I've seen so far, we could say that the bloodline so far has been the most interesting. But so right now, I want to see that tribal court. That's supposed to take place.
So this was a shocker for me. Oh, Backlash was fucking awesome. Backlash was awesome.
Those two events were great.
I'm sorry if you hear an ice maker. We're making some ice, so we can stay nice and cold.
Yeah, Dad needs his water.
What shocked me in Money in the Bank was when Shayna Baszler turned on Ronda Rousey.
That was pretty.
That was pretty. I've been dying for that rivalry to happen, and now it's finally happening.
Definitely.
And I'm eager to see where the hell this rivalry is going to go between Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. And mind you, that promo.
Yeah, the promo
that Shayna came out with
was crazy.
Holy shit! She said, "I worked my ass off all this time while you just jump right in and you get right into WrestleMania."
I mean, she's not lying.
Those were shots.
Those was definitely
those
sounded
shots.
Like some real shots.
Okay,
sound fake.
We got a comment here from AEW Collision Course for Forbidden Door. Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay at Forbidden Door, and hearing Bryan Danielson use the final countdown. Forbidden Door was an awesome show.
Shayna said everything we wanted to hear and what needed to be said to Ronda. She definitely did.
Backlash was awesome, David. Backlash was definitely awesome. With the crowd. Oh man. Brian says Shayna said everything we wanted to hear and what needed to be said to Ronda. I agree. And it was an awesome promo. And from there, I think that this should be the time to push Shayna Baszler.
This should definitely be the time to push
do it. Push her.
She needs a push now. She
make her champion.
Does.
She still has been world champion.
Still, man.
Jeremy, what's up, man? Jeremy says the show is at MSG tomorrow. Seth Rollins is coming to SmackDown for the night. So he might be on the jury for the Roman trial. Interesting.
That would be pretty
interesting.
I wonder why though. Maybe due to having past history with Roman Reigns.
Probably.
That could be the only logical thing I could think of. But that would be pretty.
No, it's gonna be interesting to see. But a lot of, like I said, Money in the Bank did not disappoint.
Absolutely.
But to me, the women stole the show in the Money in the Bank.
Ah, of course.
With that match,
amazing.
I'm sorry. That match was awesome.
That match was great. Women's Money in the Bank match was amazing.
Oh, man. And listen.
That was match of the night.
Can you guys, he said, and hold the belt for 2 years.
2 years.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So Shayna needs to be champion. She was at NXT. Let her beat Rhea and hold the belt for 2 years. But that's the thing. I'd rather her beat Becky Lynch. Because I want to see the match between Rhea and Becky. Have Becky win the title and then have Shayna beat Becky. Because I don't know. I prefer Shayna as a heel.
I'd rather see Rhea versus. I'd rather see Rhea versus Shayna.
Really?
I'd rather see that
happen
instead. I don't know. I just feel like it's better.
Well, that would be a powerhouse match too.
I mean, that'd be a powerhouse.
You say, "Oh, right."
I'd still rather see that one though.
Because it's. Okay, let me ask y'all guys a question. Did anybody peep the little tease of Bianca Belair turning heel?
I did.
How?
I did. It was just, the way she brought her attitude about during that time. I was like, yeah, I feel like a heel turn is definitely coming
in the works.
Definitely,
I think it should. I think
seen it.
He's seen it. You've seen it. But how? What happened? What, in your opinion, did you see look like a heel motion?
It just felt like
exactly the way she's carrying herself at that moment.
Saying, her attitude, man.
The two moves that she did on Charlotte and Asuka, and she's never done that.
Shayna needs her old theme back.
Yeah,
she does. I've heard her old theme. It's really good.
Listen, Shayna definitely needs a push, man. And in what better way than to whip Ronda Rousey's ass?
Best way.
So, David says Rhea's going to drop Dum Dum.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Jeremy, you saw it, right? The attitude, based in her attitude. Yep. And I'm liking it.
Me too.
I'm already liking it. She needs to be that heel persona.
She does.
I'm telling you. And then if she is going to win a title, perfect way to do it as a heel. Make her that Ric Flair type heel. You know what I mean? Like Charlotte Flair, but that sassy attitude.
Like, yeah,
I'm the BST.
I'm the best. Right, yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Exactly. And I've been dying to see her become a heel. Yeah, and I want to see where it's going to go.
Me too.
But
I definitely think she's going to get a heel turn soon.
What did you think of Civil Warfare?
Civil Warfare was
the match.
It was pretty interesting, It was.
Dave says her eyes and looks. Heel Belair will be super hot. I agree. 100%. I agree. But Civil War. What a fucking match. I'm sorry, I cursed, but I forgot. We are officially MA, mature audiences only. Fucking it. And you know what else we need? We need you guys to please share our content all over social media. Bring everybody in. Wrestling news at its finest. Money in the Bank Fallout. AEW, WWE, ECW, and New Japan Pro. Any organization you can think of. Let's just talk about it and have fun. Yes. Thank you. And I hope. Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled program. Shared. Thank you, sir.
Shared.
Jeremy says it was a good storytelling match.
Of course, a good storytelling match.
I know you were upset because Roman lost. But
it was a good match.
Did any of you guys peep when Roman said "I love you" to his cousin?
I did see that. I seen it.
Hey, Bradley Day, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
Guys, been dealing with my daughter and working like crazy.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. Family first. Man. Family's very important. Take care of that seed of yours. Hey, absolutely, brother. That's your daughter. But welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome. Good to have you
but
again.
this Civil War was awesome. Like the way it went into play, and I ain't gonna front. I wouldn't mind seeing Solo Sequoia being a tribal chief. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, the powerhouse there. Powerhouse. I can see that.
I really wouldn't.
He said this feud isn't over. Absolutely not.
Not by a long shot.
Absolutely not.
Not at all.
I'm sure they're gonna bring in some new people.
Of course.
I'm sure they're gonna bring in some new people into the mix for this.
I mean, they brought in Solo Sequoia, so
I'm sure they're gonna bring.
I'm sure they're definitely gonna bring in a lot of
it's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be awesome. Family. Absolutely, it is. I can't wait, man. I want to see what they're gonna do.
But listen, there's so much things that's been happening. Like, okay,
I see Heyman managing Solo once Roman loses and disappears. I see that.
Interesting.
That'd be interesting. Roman going solo going solo. Solo going solo. Solo being by himself, I can't see, but maybe as a Paul Heyman guy, I can see it.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. Last night, I think it was not last night on Monday Night Raw. I think it was Monday Night Raw. Ricochet.
Solo should go for one of Roman's belts. I think that's too early.
No, I think he should.
I don't think so yet.
Build the man.
Build him, just not yet.
Solo's going solo.
Exactly.
Okay, question. What did you guys think of the brawl between Ricochet and Logan Paul?
Pretty interesting.
Do we see a hell of a match happening with those two?
I mean, look at what those two did at the Rumble. I could see, you know, I get, you know how a lot of people feel.
Jeremy said, hell no. Solo is head of the table, laughing my ass off.
Solo is head of the table.
Hey. I'm just saying. Just saying.
I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like Solo would be head of the table either. I feel like he'll just be better off as a Heyman guy by himself.
That's true.
I feel like he would be better off that way. At least in my opinion.
Tell me what y'all think about that rivalry between.
Look, disregarding the fact, I already know how everybody feels about Logan Paul outside of wrestling, but a few people got to give the man props in there.
Okay,
like, all right. This man could do some work inside the ring, and he's proved that on the few occasions that he's fought in the ring. Okay. He's proved that he's worthy of fighting
this is an interesting comment by Bradley. Ain't it crazy that Jay was the same person who pinned Roman, just like when Jay was the first person to pin him when he was on the main roster back then too?
That is very crazy. Coincidence? I don't think so.
Interesting.
Coincidence?
He said, "We'll use any Logan push match as a beer run." Logan Paul match as a beer run.
Oh my god!
Say Logan Paul. Brian says Logan Paul can perform and he can hold up his own, but it's too early to hold the prize.
Yes. I don't even think he should. Yeah, I don't even think he should hold.
Said the botch. They expected to have a match at SummerSlam. Listen, I can see those two having a match.
I could too.
And listen, whether it was a botch or not, it wasn't really that bad of a botch.
What was a botch?
When he flipped him over on the table. When Logan Paul got flipped over on the table with Ricochet. You know, Ricochet hit his head. I mean, Logan Paul hit his head, but
it wasn't that bad though.
It wasn't really that bad. Like he made it work.
I'm about to say for a botch, he made it work. They both did. For a botch, they made it work. Not even gonna lie.
I would like to see that Solo Seth. Yes,
great. Oh, of course, that would be a good match.
Shutting down landmarks. Don't shut me down, man. I didn't shut you down, but your wife did. She shut me down. Jeez. I got you. We'll talk later. We'll talk later.
Is what's best for business.
It is. Whether or not listen. No, it wasn't that bad. No, it wasn't. It wasn't that bad. But listen. Okay, I'm gonna tell you straight up. From a business standpoint, fuck yeah. Bring Logan Paul in. Why? Because he has a lot of social media coverage.
She said she's sorry.
It's all right. Yes, but Bradley, we're gonna get to that too. He's a big social media icon. I understand bringing the money. Personally, I can give two shits about having him in wrestling. But from a business standpoint, I can understand.
The money?
It's the money.
Money's right.
Money. There ain't no money, no honey.
Like I said, though, I'm not going to completely knock the man either. Because it's not like he just comes into the ring and he can't perform. Like, Logan Paul can do a few things in the ring.
So, Drew McIntyre also returned.
He did.
He raised up the Intercontinental title.
He did.
Does it mean he's going for the Intercontinental
I
Championship?
think he should be the next Intercontinental
Now,
champion.
here's my question.
I think he
Here's
should.
my question. Is that a drop down from where he should be? Or is he at the peak of his career already that maybe he can stay a long-term champion and just ride it out?
I think he could. I think.
What do you guys think?
I think. He
and
could
Brian,
stay.
you're right. I definitely want to see
I actually look
Logan
forward to
Paul and
Paul
Ricochet against each
Me
other.
too. Me too.
We're both high
Drew
flyers?
needs to be heel again.
Exactly.
I agree.
Exactly.
Drew needs to be a heel again. I feel like if they were to give him the title and make him heel, then yes, he would officially be at the peak of his career.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's when he would be
Exactly.
at the peak of his career.
Exactly. And that's what he needs. You need to see that aggression. You need to see that enthusiasm again from Drew McIntyre, the way he was when he came back. When he came back as a heel, he was
big,
and he was like kicking.
Got some muscle on
got some
him.
guns, and dude was beating the shit out of everybody.
I'm not gonna lie. When I first seen him, I didn't even know that's who it was.
Me either.
I was like, "Whoa, that's Drew McIntyre." I was
Me
like,
either.
"Wow." He got taller and everything. Got
Okay.
muscle and he got tall.
Brian says, IC title is better than no title. That's a hell of a prestigious prize in the WWE. But he should take that World Heavyweight Championship within time.
I agree. Yeah.
That's where the heel.
Definitely.
That's where there it goes. Scottish psychopath Drew McIntyre.
Of
That's when that
course.
heel persona comes out and he goes to chase after the world title, just like Gunther should as well.
I think so too.
Holy shit, it's great fucking
I
conversation.
think so too.
Like you need to build your stars. You need to put who you need to put at this moment. Like for instance, me personally, I think either Austin Theory or Jey Uso should win that United States title.
I think Austin Theory should win it. I feel like
Well, I'm not Austin Theory. Austin Theory is the champion. Jey Uso and Dominic.
Oh, I forgot.
Sorry.
I forgot Austin Theory. I forgot he has the title already.
Hey, Christopher Brown, long time no see, brother. Welcome.
I think Dominic should win the title.
I think he
feel
deserves a
I
little
feel
title run, in my opinion.
Dominic does deserve.
Like
a
if you
little
got that,
title run.
if you got that, Broken Dreams is one of my favorite songs, man. Brian says,
They
I
brung
remember
it
when
back a
Drew
little
returned
bit.
to Impact and busted open this dude with a metal pipe.
Oh,
Woof. That I'm telling you, man, that should
yeah,
be
Drew is dangerous, man.
like he's dangerous.
I want to
see
see a solo match with him and Gunther, man.
Oh,
just
man.
those two. Jesus,
Woof.
Good
That
Lord.
shit would be a lot of chopping.
Christopher Brown, yo, what's good,
Chop
Christopher?
fest,
What's
man.
good? Yeah, that would be.
But a lot has like I said, a lot has happened in professional wrestling. And okay, for an example, I'm reading up right now that Eric Bischoff apparently says
yes, broken.
that
dreams.
AEW collision numbers are not worrisome, which meaning they're not bad, but they're not good either.
Worrisome. That's
Worrisome.
That's what it looks.
They're
like.
not worrisome.
Basically,
So
like
sorry for being absent.
sorry for being absent. That basically he just means like you shouldn't have to worry about them. Like you don't got to worry about
Yeah.
the numbers.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
In a sense, I do agree, but I'm not gonna say that you shouldn't completely worry because let's not forget how bad of a hole WWE was just like in, while AEW was pulling more numbers than them at one point. So
Okay.
I'm not gonna say don't completely worry about them.
Now, before we continue, we just want to put something out there. A couple of days ago, former WWE star Draws passed away. Many of you know him as Puke. He was he had a brief stint in the WWE. Unfortunately, he did pass away. He did get paralyzed in the ring. He was hurt, unfortunately. Man had a promising career ahead of him, and unfortunately, that accident took him out.
Dirty Dom should go to NXT, have him be the top
So,
heel, let him grow,
our condolences to.
let him grow a beard.
Boy,
and do the
I'm reading here. I'm talking about a dead man here, man.
Sorry, I was reading about the thingy.
From the Evolution of Pro Wrestling family, our condolences to him and his family.
Yes.
Prayers to him and he rest in peace. And we continue. We'll pray for his family.
Yes.
Now read the damn
I'm
comment.
sorry. That comment was just
Christ.
That comment was funny. He grow a beard.
No, the only title fit for
Grow
Dominic right
a
now is
beard.
no.
Dirty
Right,
Dom
Chris.
can't grow a beard.
You gotta give him the man's due. The man is making
He's up there
statement.
chilling with Hawk and Animal.
He's making a statement. He's doing his job. He's like, oh my God. Like I've never heard anyone since the 90s have that much heat on them with the fans booing the shit out of him. Okay, Jeremy says, please, I'm begging y'all, watch Collision this week. Samoa Joe versus CM Punk in the Owen Hart tournament. It's going to be money. Interesting. Very interesting match. It's been a while since those two have fought. I think it's since Ring of Honor.
I didn't even know those two fought.
Oh, yeah. They fought in Ring of Honor a long time ago. Long time ago. So it's going to be interesting. That would definitely be interesting match. But Bradley says D'Lo Brown had Procast and said he wished that he had took that match back, and also him and Josh became more close after years later. Brian says Dirty Dom is getting more heat than Roman. Exactly.
He really is.
Exactly. He really is.
I mean, like you said last time, Roman is one of those like respected heels. Dom is just one of those heels where you would just want to slap him because
oh man,
because he pisses you off. He's just one of those.
He definitely is one of those. He's just one of those. Like, yo, can you shut the fuck up? Like, but you want to hear more.
Yeah,
you want to hear more.
He's definitely
because you know that he's actually catching your attention and like. I want to punch the shit out of this dude, but it's like I want to hear some more.
I want to hear what he got to say.
And he's been doing pretty good. You know, he's been doing pretty good. But in your opinion, what was the best part of this week's professional wrestling? What parts did you guys like? David says Dom versus Ray for the title belt. Jeremy says he's a true heel. Like the type you really, really want to see get his ass beat.
He literally is one of those kind of...
Exactly.
He is definitely one of those kind of heels.
It was interesting, man. It's so funny. Like when you see him, they boo the shit out of him.
He doesn't even get to talk
no,
yet.
And then he got to use his little squeaky voice, like, I called you. No. But I'm like, but damn. I just okay. Christopher Brown says the statement I see Dominic making Lewis is that he's generating X-Pac heat every time he shoves a mic in front of his face. Did you not hear the boos drowning him out of Raw? Exactly.
All the time.
All the time. But that's the beauty of it.
I want to punch Dominic.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Exactly. Everybody does, but that's the beauty of it. That he's pissing you off so much, you just want to grab him and just fuck him up.
You just want to punch him in his face. That means he's doing his job.
Exactly. See, even David said it, but he said, but that means he's doing his job.
Lone Wolf.
Sorry, guys, we're trying to get to every crowd. Lone Wolf returned.
Corbin came back, but already threw it away.
No. See, you got to see something. He's doing that at NXT because they're not going to make him win the NXT championship.
Oh.
They got to probably bring him back to the main roster and use him as the Lone Wolf on the main roster and push him again.
Maybe the Lone Wolf needs hair because Wolf's.
He said, "I want to give him a cocotazo." Dave says, "I'm liking the." Excuse me, I'm liking the program with Adam Cole and MJF. Yes,
that is a pretty interesting.
Those two have a heated rivalry going, and it's going on good. But that's true. Where's Dominic going to be a year from now? That's an interesting question.
Do you think he could win a title?
Of course he can. His wrestling skills have definitely.
He's just been improving over time. Like as time goes on,
he got to improve more his mic skills.
I mean, his mic skills are pretty good already.
Yeah, but keep it going.
I mean, of course, keep it going. For a young person, though, he has really good mic skills.
Well,
for a really young person, he has very excellent mic skills, and unfortunately, I feel like that's what a lot of this generation lacks is mic skills. Not too many people in this generation have good mic skills, and if they do, it's not really for a certain amount of time. Unlike this guy, though, he doesn't even have to say anything on the mic. People just look at him and they immediately want to punch him in the throat.
Seriously, someone really had to report my comment on punching through a TV. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, come on, man.
Somebody reported your comments?
Yo, like, come on now. You guys, just enjoy the show. Stop reporting people and just have fun. Everybody comments your comment. Jesus Christ!
Comment.
Thank you, my lovely producer made something special for us. We're gonna talk about that at the end of the show as we discuss it. Guys, come on, let's enjoy conversation. No reporting comments here, please.
It's not even that serious. Who's gonna really punch somebody through a TV?
You can't. It's not physically possible.
Dang, live a little, man.
Holy cow, grow some cojones. Stop being so freaking.
Smile a little bit. Stop being so stiff.
Don't be so damn stiff. Enjoy the show and chat. Not shut up, but talk. Comment.
No, if you don't got nothing to say, get out.
New leader of Judgment Day. That's not a bad idea either.
Who would be the leader?
Dominic. That wouldn't be bad either.
Dominic could be the leader of Judgment Day.
Oh man. Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled program. So Jaden, who do you think is going to show up to this tribal trial for the tribal chief? Do you think the elders are going to be there?
I definitely do think the elders are going to be there.
Do you think?
I feel like that's why they called it a tribal court. I feel like it's definitely going to have something to do with the elders. It could possibly, like I said, it could be like, it's just like how you think about it in a movie. Like when you have like a sacred weapon or a sacred device, and if you were to do something to this, the ancestors, would come down and bestow a punishment among you or something like that. I feel like that's what could happen to Roman. I feel like maybe the elders could punish him for something, or maybe they could have him step down as the tribal chief, and maybe he goes against it, so then he starts recruiting his own people from his bloodline, and he makes his own his own bloodline where he has to go against the elders. That's just what I think could happen. I feel like they're going to try to make him step down. He's not going to go for it. He's going to recruit more people to be a part of the bloodline, and he's going to try to take down his own family.
Interesting. Very interesting.
That's what I think is going to happen.
It's possible. Rikishi could probably show up.
I think definitely. I feel like Rikishi and maybe the Wild Samoans.
That's quite possible.
Maybe. I definitely do think one of them or a few of them could show up. I definitely do think a few people from that bloodline could show up.
Okay, so many things have happened. Like we mentioned Money in the Bank, we're mentioning AEW. It's been a great week in wrestling. But again, you guys have not answered my question. What was the best thing you guys enjoyed within this week of wrestling? Like, tell me, what do you guys like? Like from SmackDown, starting from SmackDown last week, leading up to Money in the Bank, leading up to Monday Night Raw. Give us your thoughts, man. Okay. Actually, that's another question. What did you guys think of Io Sky winning the Money in the Bank?
I think that was perfect. I think she's going to go after Asuka. It's only right. It's only right if she goes after Asuka. I think it's only right if she goes after her now that she's won the Money in the Bank.
That's not a bad idea, guys. It might be to push for The Rock to face Roman at SummerSlam.
Alpha and Sika are making the trip for the trial tomorrow night, Jaden. I definitely do think so, too.
I think so, too.
Definitely think so.
Well, Alpha lives here in Florida.
I'm about to say.
But maybe The Rock where is SmackDown? In New York?
Sure.
It's in New York, right?
SmackDown, I think, is...
in Madison Square Garden, I believe.
Madison Square Garden.
If I'm not mistaken. But Io Sky winning the Money in the Bank, that's very interesting. That's very interesting to see.
Honestly, these two Money in the Bank matches were very surprising to me because it was like it was unexpected. It wasn't the fact that it was disappointing because both matches were great. It was just like no, you called it. You did predict that Io Sky was gonna win the Money in the Bank. I wasn't expecting her to win the Money in the Bank whatsoever. I thought somebody else was gonna win it.
That's what I thought.
But the fact that she did win could just prove that she's going after Asuka. And especially since Asuka has this new attitude and stuff going on, I would love to see those two go at it.
Oh,
Sky was a good call. I agree.
Brian said, this week, Priest winning Money in the Bank, been a fan of his since NXT. I remember talking to you, Lewis, about it, wanting to see him come up in the company. Absolutely. We've always spoke about that.
Put Io Sky versus Asuka.
No, not because they are both Asian. Don't report me. You gotta have fucking humor. You gotta have humor. That's for sure. You gotta have the humor, man. Anyway, Jeremy says, the tag team tournament at AEW has been my favorite this week. Go back and watch Keith Lee and Strickland versus Orange Cassidy and Darby. from last night. Very entertaining. I'm sure, and I will definitely take a look at that because Darby Allin is a fucking beast. Like he's that's a modern day version of Sabu.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And he's just nuts.
And Cole is my favorite.
Those two, because they know how to create a promo.
Of course.
D. Red Tyler, hello, ladies and germs. The pleasure of all yours. Trust me. Hey, no, you're talking to the encyclopedia. The pleasure is all yours, sir. Thank you. Welcome, sir. Thank you for joining us. You got a problem with what I said? Anyway, back to our regularly program. Let me rewind that.
Yeah, back to
Welcome to our regularly scheduled program.
Regular. I'm not even gonna.
So you can't.
Regularly scheduled program. See, I did say it. Regularly scheduled program.
Alrighty then. So, apparently, AEW is going to be debuting in Montreal back-to-back shows. That's interesting.
Yeah, they're gonna be debuting back-to-back shows.
Jeremy says, I would love to see as much people they can bring from the Samoan family. I agree.
Me too.
I agree.
Darby is a straight-edge Jeff Hardy. Shush.
Oh yeah, he's definitely
Darby
a straight-edge Jeff Hardy. Definitely a straight-edge Jeff Hardy. Like Darby Allin, you know, he's the. I wouldn't say the Jeff Hardy, but I think he's the Crash Holly of AEW.
AEW, yeah.
You know, always hardcore. Everything hardcore.
I mean, I like that though. That's pretty cool.
You know, but
hardcore nothing.
Money in the Bank. Again, we're going back and forth. We're just winging it. Money in the Bank was fucking awesome, and I give kudos to WWE.
They
for that
definitely
show.
lived up to the hype.
Yes,
Money in the Bank lived up to the hype.
Big time.
Money in the Bank definitely lived up to its expectations.
But it's like everything is coming up in the world now with professional wrestling. Brian says Darby is the Spike Dudley of AEW. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That is true. Because Darby Allin is a fucking nut. Like I couldn't do what the hell he did. Like going backwards like that, my back would have already been broken.
Yeah, I'm about to say I probably would have broken.
Like no. Okay, so Brock Lesnar returned again.
Oh yay!
Engaging into a wild brawl with Cody Rhodes. Mm-hmm. So we already see it. SummerSlam, Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar. You know, and who's gonna win? I think Cody.
Actually, I do think Cody too because didn't Cody win the last?
No, he lost the last one. So that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking.
I hope Cody wins this one.
Now here's my next question.
I still think this is very pointless.
When do you guys think Finn Balor is going to get thrown out of Judgment Day?
Well, wasn't Damian Priest the one who caused him the match last time? Or when he fought the last time, wasn't Damian Priest the reason why he was costed the match or something like that?
Possibly. He cost him the match.
Well, then I feel
D-Red says, it looks like it's not time for LA Knight's push yet, but it's coming, yeah!
Give it 2 more times, maybe. So it seems that Damian Priest is a bigger threat to the...
I'm sorry, let me read this comment.
Right
Christopher Brown says, isn't one of those dates in Montreal for the finals of the Owen Hart tournament? Lewis, possibly, yes. D-Red says, so it seems that Damian Priest is a bigger threat to the title right now? Possibly. And I hope.
I think so.
And I want to see that heel turn.
Sooner than later, I think Balor is going to remove himself because there will be Priest versus
That would
Balor.
be a good match.
I think he's going to remove himself too. I don't really think he's going to.
But that's the thing. I haven't really seen JD McDuff around the area. You know, in part of the promo or stuff like that. So I'm wondering if they're keeping him on low key for now.
Probably
to see if that would be the.
I'm about to say just until things.
If that would be the ink,
maybe
to start kicking Finn Balor out of.
I still think he's not gonna get kicked out. I feel like Finn Balor is gonna leave.
Probably.
I feel.
Hell with you, motherfucker.
I say he's gonna leave, and then I'm not gonna sit here and say they won't ever attack Finn Balor, but I don't feel like they're gonna kick Finn Balor out. I feel like Finn Balor is gonna leave, and then they're gonna overpower him.
Okay,
when he's alone.
Jeremy says, I have one issue from this week. John Cena coming back to try to hype WrestleMania in London is petty move because those AEW tickets were there. London show is currently 75,000 and it holds 87,000. I wouldn't say petty. That's a business move.
I'm about to say that's John.
You're in a competition.
I'm about to say, but John, you gotta. I'm about to say you gotta look at it from a business standpoint. John Cena is WWE and WWE only. So.
That's what I'm saying. And you putting John Cena in the mix, trying to hype up WrestleMania,
you already
the face of the company.
I'm about to say John Cena is one of the faces of the company. So putting John Cena to hype up the crowd for WrestleMania, I feel like was a smart move.
Yep,
I feel like it was a smart move.
Exactly.
Like I said, from a business standpoint, definitely was a smart move.
Definitely,
and you gotta understand.
Standpoint.
Like I said, you gotta understand from a business standpoint. It's competition.
You're in competition. AEW wants to make them big numbers. They gotta compete with WWE.
I'm about to say
anyone that just ask Eric Bischoff. Eric Bischoff was beating the shit out of him for 2 years.
Seems desperate.
No,
it doesn't seem. I really wouldn't say.
I disagree. I would have to disagree.
I wouldn't
because
say desperate either.
You're seeing how things go. Yeah, I understand. It might have been an underhanded move, maybe not. Still, you're doing it from a business standpoint. You're making money.
Cena is going into the Hall of Fame next year. He deserves it.
Of course he does.
He deserves
Of course he does. Ain't no doubt he deserves that shit.
John Cena put in work for the business. He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm. He's done a lot. He's done a lot for this business. But there's a lot of things that WWE has the power to do, and sometimes they don't do it. Sometimes they do.
Or sometimes
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm extremely exhausted.
Sometimes when they do it, it's like very unexpected.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like you never know when they're gonna do it, and you never know when something else is gonna happen. Mm-hmm. It's always unexpected from WWE.
Exactly.
Always unexpected.
And you got to see it from a business standpoint.
Always got to see it from a business standpoint.
You know what I mean? Like for example, AEW. I'm sure there are many people, including myself, that did not want to see this fucktard back in AEW.
Who?
CM Punk.
No. But it's business.
But it's business.
I'm about to say that's why I didn't complain about it.
It's business because and they made a business
WWE
decision.
Using Cena tells me they notice AEW.
Exactly. Ding ding ding.
Hit the nail right on the head.
Exactly.
They definitely do notice AEW.
When you see that a minor company is selling that many tickets in London, England.
It's business, pal.
Exactly.
Nah, they do notice though. That's a really good point. WWE using Cena
because they didn't use anybody else. They could have used Triple H. They could have used Vince McMahon.
But they know how much. Stephanie. But they know how much pull John Cena has.
Exactly.
For the company, so.
Exactly. It's a business standpoint. That's how shit goes. When it comes to wrestling business, you gotta do the right thing and do business.
Nailed it, Dave. He literally
nailed it.
That was the
right there.
Icing
that
on
was
the
icing right there. Man. They noticed
AEW, so they pulled their MasterCard. They had
and to be honest, I think personally that it's been Triple H doing most of these shows.
I think so too.
Because if it's
that's why I said I feel like it's slowly they're slowly trying to get Vince out of the company right now. Because I feel like let's just say Triple H was to have full 100% authority of the business. Then I feel like they could actually I wouldn't really say they could blow AEW out of the map, but I feel like they would definitely become higher in ratings.
Sorry guys, I'm parched.
Definitely become higher.
Ryan, shut up.
Just gonna say something about the water.
All right. So wrestling fans, our wrestling talk here is up. We have covered a lot of ground here today, but we are not done yet. We actually have a little treat for you. Yeah, he's laughing because he know he was about to say some shit. So, me and my team and the creative team have been chatting for a little bit for the past couple of weeks. We made some changes, per se. For many of you know that... Oh, wait a minute. Let's read this comment. He said, all former ECW should be placed in the Hall of Fame in Philadelphia. Heyman, Dreamer, Sandman. I've spoken to Sandman. He still lives in Philly. Yeah.
We've actually met Sandman.
Yeah, we met Sandman. We shook hands with him. We took a picture with him. Good guy. Drinks a lot for sure. That's for sure. But drinks a lot.
Yeah, Lewis versus Jay in a full
hair versus hair match. I'm with it. I'm with it.
I'm not. No, I don't approve of that. I don't approve of that.
Okay,
I don't
so
approve.
we've made some changes to our event in October 26th for Night of Horrors Tag Team Massacre.
We did.
So, instead of 64 teams, we are only going with 16 teams.
Yes.
This is how our bracket looks like.
Of course, you probably can't see, or you can see Dad, but you can't see me.
It's okay, they don't need to see you. So, 16 teams.
Oh, look.
In this bracket, dry erase board.
Fire.
And here's the kicker. For night 1 and night 2, right now we have 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes to spare for you guys to pick a dream match for both night 1 and night 2's first opening bout. Boom! How about that? So let's see what you got. D-Red said, I had my head shaved by Brutus the Barber Beefcake. It's still on YouTube and can be seen today. It's been seen 1,000 times. All right, send it to us, sir. Send it to us. We'll watch that. While we'll watch that, please plug our podcast all over social media. Share all over social media. Bring everybody in. Tell us who we are. Tell us we're the best father and son.
It doesn't matter.
Past or present, it does not matter.
Doesn't matter. Past,
Jeremy says,
Past or present.
Christopher says, I'm not sure if you heard Lewis, but WWE's top legal team, legal expert lawyer, Jerry McDuffett, retired on Vince in the middle of MLW's copyright infringement lawsuit against WWE this morning. Wow.
So what does that mean?
Breaking news, another lawsuit. Wow.
This man can't seem to catch a break.
That's crazy. Well, actually, no, he quit. He quit this morning. He retired.
He can't seem to catch a break.
Wow. Interesting.
This man Vince just...
Bigger story than most know. Yep. Exactly. Okay, so we have our first dream match. All right.
FTR.
Okay, that's one. Let me put that down on my phone.
Okay.
Put it down on my phone. Jay, I'm gonna need your help, son.
What's one?
We gotta take some matches. I
don't have my phone.
You klutz. Road Warriors versus FTR. Okay, that's one.
That's one.
FTR.
LOD has to be there. Not sure who their opponents. Okay, Dad. So we just gotta keep LOD then. LOD.
LOD. Okay, so we got LOD. Legion of Doom.
Legion of Doom.
Okay, but you know what?
Officially shared to my over 9,000 fans and friends just now. All right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. We appreciate that so much. How about this? Let me throw this dream match out there. To start off with a fucking slobber knocker. The Road Warriors.
Okay.
The Legion of Doom against the Wild Samoans. Boom.
Okay, so for what night?
Night 1. Start off fresh.
All right.
Boom. Right off the bat.
One.
What do you think?
Yes, that is a very
You guys
match.
think? So yes, agree with Jeremy Nix. That team would be great. Wow.
What do you guys think?
Okay, so we got 2 votes for FTR and the Road Warriors. Okay. My bad. Guys, keep it going. We need these matches. We got 7 minutes left before the show. Gotta go. He said,
I love it.
See, he liked he said, okay, I love
Doom versus the Usos.
Usos
shit. Versus Wild Samoans. Oh,
wow.
Man. Dang, y'all
Holy shit.
Y'all going crazy with these matches, man.
Usos versus Wild Samoans. Damn. And that's Team Doom. I know Doom. Farouk and Butch Reed. Doom versus Usos. Holy shit. Wow. ECW the Eliminators versus Nick Bockwinkel. Oh shit.
Nick Bockwinkel.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Eliminators versus Nick and Crippler. These are interesting matches. I like your match better, Lewis. See?
I like your match better.
So it's 2-2. You got those 2 so far. The Road Warriors against the Wild Samoans. And you have Usos versus LOD versus the original LWO. Okay, we're talking about tag teams. because I don't know if you guys heard, we're doing the bracket. 16 teams, but you guys choose the first 2 matches on night 1 and night 2. That's not bad. The Usos versus the Wild Samoans. That's not bad at all. That's 2 votes now. See, damn, this is tough, man. This is tough.
The Enforcers versus Imperium.
You can't put the Enforcers because the Enforcers are the champions. So the winner of the tournament faces the Enforcers for the EPW World title. D-Red, I'll definitely watch this once the show is over. I guarantee it. But absolutely, we sure will. We sure will.
Watch this video.
You have my word.
Got you.
I'm a big fan of Brutus the Barber Beefcake, by the way. Old school. You know, with the cutting, the strutting, when he fought that match in SummerSlam with Hulk Hogan. Trust me, I'm a huge fan. He says, I don't know. Okay, so far, we have 2 votes for Road Warriors and FTR, the Wild Samoans and the Usos, and the Usos, the Wild Samoans versus the Road Warriors.
The Road Warriors.
So those 3 so far. The Mega Powers versus the APA.
Interesting.
That's interesting. Imperium versus Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero. Very, very interesting.
Interesting indeed.
Man, there's a lot of matches happening, man. That's shit.
Well, we gotta think of 2 of them to put on there. We got 4 minutes left.
We got 4 minutes left. Tell me what you got, fellas. What's night 1? Okay, let's start with night 1. What do you guys vote? We got 3 matches now that have 2 votes each. Road Warriors and FTR, Usos and the Wild Samoans, and the Wild Samoans against the Legion of Doom. Which out of those 3 would you like to start night 1?
Which one?
Bring it on. Jaden, you tell me. Just tell me the
Hold on. Let me see the list again. Let me see.
It's the Road Warriors and FTR, the Usos against the Wild Samoans, and you have the Wild Samoans against the Legion of Doom. Jimbo, hello, welcome. I can't hear.
Let me see.
Type it in, Chief.
Jesus.
The hot breath.
Look. Which one was it?
Is that the one you're trying to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one.
All right, I got you. Cool.
Jeez.
Cool. All right, so that's one. Okay, so you guys let me know. What do you guys think and how we're going to do it. I'm still waiting.
3 minutes.
Okay, we got one from Dave. Let's see here. Well, we got a comment here for a newcomer.
There is so many, man. Jeez.
Okay, we have Jimbo say, here your friend from Caguas, Puerto Rico.
Hey,
bienvenido.
Welcome.
Muchísimas gracias. Va a verle.
Dad, do you think we're gonna be able to have a match? There's so many dream matches.
Damn.
Man.
Road Warriors versus the Dudley Boys.
That's wow.
Shit.
I think we should put that as night 2.
Steve Austin and Rick Rude versus Sting and Ricky Steamboat. Holy shit.
Oh man.
The Deadly Alliance against 2 top faces. Holy cow. DX versus Legion of Doom.
Oh man, LOD is getting love today, man.
Alright, so you know what? LOD is going on there.
They
for
have
sure.
to.
Excuse me, guys. I'm going to write this down.
LOD,
Continue reading the comments
LOD
here, sir.
is getting a lot
LOD is being put
They're being pert on the list.
in the first match.
No new comments so far, but LOD is definitely.
We just need to know their opponents.
Now, who would you guys like to see them face off against? We all need a common vote here for
We
LOD.
need a main vote,
We need
a
a
unanimous
main
vote, and
vote
stop bullshitting.
for-
Alright?
We need a unanimous vote for LOD.
Steiners versus Demolition. Okay, let's stop for a second with the dream matches. Let's get LOD a match. Let's get them a team who we can all vote on in neutral.
Demolition versus Brothers of Destruction. Jesus Christ.
Okay. Warlord and Barbarian versus Undertaker and Kane.
These matches are crazy, man.
Wow.
LOD versus Doom. What do you think about that one?
Damn, that's not a bad one either. Of course, they fought before.
Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard. What do you think about that one?
Arn Anderson and Larry Zbyszko are the current EPW tag team champions, so they can't participate in this tournament until the finals.
Until the finals, indeed.
So we need a team for the fucking Legion of Doom.
I say we should go with the Wild Samoans.
I'm thinking that same thing.
I think we should go with the Wild Samoans.
I'm thinking that same thing. What do you guys think?
I definitely think we should go with the Wild
Let
Samoans.
us know. And fast. Steiner Brothers. Interesting. They fought the Legion of Doom. I want a dream match. Like, we're doing fantasy warfare here. So, give me your fantasy warfare team that can face them.
LOD versus Tully and Barry Windham.
Okay.
Usos.
Okay, we got that vote.
First. Hanson
Holy
and Brody
shit.
versus anyone.
Damn, Dave.
Let's go with that one.
Oh man, that would be a.
How about the Hanson and Brody versus the Legion of Doom?
That's it.
And then that would be a good one.
That's a good one
Usos
for night 2
versus the Bucks. Oh, of course.
That's it. That's it. Thank you, Jimbo. Gracias. We got our first 2 matches. The Legion of Doom versus Stan Hansen, the Larry Hansen, and Bruiser Brody, the fucking nut. And in night 2, the Usos versus the Young Bucks.
There we
Talk
go.
about those 2 matches,
we
Jacob,
have
right now.
2 dream matches right now that we are putting on this list. Jesus, those are some. You guys have been putting down some crazy matches,
Holy
man.
shit.
You guys was getting creative, man, for real. Because, Jesus, I was not expecting that. Hello, Grandma. You're a little late, but
Very late. We're about to
hi,
end the show.
Grandma. We're about to end the show.
Oh my God! The Young Bucks versus the Usos.
The Young Bucks versus the Usos.
And the Legion of Doom versus Stan Hansen and Bruiser Brody on night 1. Now, here's the kicker before we end the show.
Here's the kicker.
Every night, every show we're going to announce a match for the tournament brackets. We are going to take every single. What's that 3D pie? We're going to announce the match each and every week. He said we got to be the writers for the match. Of course. We are the writers. We are the. He said, but later,
better late than never.
Yes,
that's true.
yes.
Better late than never. You're right. You're right.
We're gonna announce a match every single time we get on.
Vince, call us, please.
We're gonna announce a match each time, a dream match that us as the creative team are gonna come up with, and believe me, I guarantee you,
Guarantee.
you will not be disappointed. Thank you for joining us, wrestling fans. Please feel free to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok. Also, please feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Evolution of Pro Wrestling. It's an awesome channel. We have great videos there, great topics that we've had in the past. Excuse me, I had some great food.
Excuse you.
Thank you. Next week's topic, which was brought up by a fan of ours. We all discussed about it. I remember Brian mentioned it.
Fan. Let's say an Evolution of Pro Wrestling member.
Exactly. Evolution of Pro Wrestling member. We've also had Brian mention this in the past.
Fans.
Jeremy Nix also mentioned this as well. The next show, which is going to be, I believe, July 27th on the calendar.
Yep.
If WWE had a Hall of Fame column for tag teams.
I thought it was just for matches.
No. Well, tag team matches. For matches. For matches. If WWE had a Hall of Fame caliber for matches, which matches would go into the Hall of Fame?
Definitely.
That's going to be an interesting conversation, because there's so many fucking matches out there that would blow your mind. Seriously. As to which matches could be in the Hall of Fame if they were to make something of an actual prestigious Hall of Fame for WWE matches.
Yeah.
But I'm eager for this tournament, Jay. Those 2 matches, see, look at interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, that would be an amazing topic to have next show. of which match would you put in the Hall of Fame?
Definitely an interesting one.
And I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
For myself, Louis, the Encyclopedia of Pro Wrestling.
And Jay, the heel kid of pro wrestling.
And for my lovely wife and producer and director, Yesenia. Thank you, wrestling fans, for joining us and our creative team. Join us July 27th for our awesome topic, Hall of Fame matches. Thank you. And D-Red says, please remember to watch my video with Brutus Barber Beefcake, a mountain of misjustice to me. Trust me, the pleasure was all yours. You're welcome. No! Pleasure is always yours. Courtesy of the Encyclopedia of Pro Wrestling. Thank you! Later, David. Have a good night, guys.